This is Bill Denser with the Idaho Statesman. I got a chance last week to sit with Bob Geddes, the new director of the Idaho Department of Administration. The former Senate President pro tem was appointed to the post by Governor Butch Otter with a clear mandate to restore the department's reputation in the wake of a mismanaged and now defunct $60 million state schools broadband contract. I asked Geddes initially if the governor had given him any specific marching orders in the new post.
The governor really hasn't given me what I would call a list of marching orders, but he and I know each other well enough, and, we have talked enough about what the issues are that are of primary concern to know that we have some work to do. And I just hope that I can work to bring some of those issues that are impacting this agency's credibility to a successful closure.
So then, in terms of the purchasing issues that we talked about and that IEN highlighted, perhaps, you indicated that there's a kind of an interim approach rather than locking all these local entities into one contract as opposed to the alternative. What's that about?
Well, I know that the department is primarily here to serve state purposes, but if we can negotiate contracts and use the state's buying power and make that available if local entities of government choose to use those, I think that would be a good thing. Now, with that being said, I think there's a tremendous need to give those local entities of government, whether it be a city, a county, or a school district, for example, the flexibility to decide if the state's buying power is not going to serve them well, to allow them to continue to do what they always have been, and that's negotiate their own purchasing agreements.
So we're talking about a more flexible system, whichever way works best for the local entities involved.
Yeah, we've done that in a number of other state areas where we've allowed the state's credit rating to be utilized by local entities of government to hopefully save them some interest money on loans and operating costs. So I don't know why the same concept wouldn't work for purchasing especially large items and large reoccurring cost items.
Did you have any reservations when they approached you about coming into this position?
Well, yeah, of course I do. This is certainly not in my comfort zone yet. I hope to make it such as soon as possible. But I like challenges. I've had a number of demanding positions over my career that required me to get in, dig hard, and learn fast. And I'm certainly hoping that this will be another one of those experiences where I can be successful.
And then again, looking down maybe a year from now, what would you like to see behind you at that point, or what will things look like then?
Yeah, certainly I hope that we can bring this IEN issue to closure and be away from the legal challenges that the department is currently facing. I hope that we can once again restore the confidence not only of our elected officials but also of the public in the work that the Department of Administration is required and charged to complete.
But no wholesale.
No, I've had so many people tell me what a great organization this is that I believe them, and I don't have any reason to have ever doubted that this isn't a good organization. Even coming from senators that I served with for a long time, like Senator Denton Darrington. He told me that he's always been delighted to work with the Department of Administration. Speaker Bruce Newcomb congratulated me, teased me a little bit on taking an issue in a department that has some challenges, but I think he knows me, and he knows that we can work and resolve those issues as well.